Good morning, everyone. What do you think? I think it's a beautiful day to launch some rockets. Welcome to the University of Toledo's 2021 Spring Commencement. Our processional will be led by the Grand Marshal, our University President, members of the University of Toledo Board of Trustees, followed by University administrators.
Graduates, please be seated. Good morning, everyone, on this absolutely beautiful day in Toledo, Ohio. We are so excited to have the opportunity to celebrate the class of 2021's achievements and resilience, together and in person. We are thankful to have so many excited graduates, proud parents, family members, friends, dedicated faculty and staff who have joined us here today and are tuning in virtually to make this a celebration to remember for our graduates. Thank you all for joining us. Today marks a milestone for our graduates, one that the graduates themselves, their families, and our faculty have long awaited. It is a day to celebrate a personal achievement, the rewards of much studying, and the many opportunities that a college degree brings. It is also a new chapter in our new UToledo Alumni Association. Graduates are leaving our campus to pursue their place in the workforce or to continue research or additional studies in academia. On behalf of the University of Toledo, I want to thank our graduates for choosing our institution to help prepare them for success. We are honored to share this celebration with you and your loved ones today, and we were very proud of your successes to date. But what we truly look forward to are your future accomplishments. At this time, I will ask all of you to please stand and join me to open our ceremonies by singing the national anthem. It will be led by Samuel Spencer, who is a senior in the College of Arts and Letters, majoring in vocal music. He is from Detroit, Michigan. The piano accompaniment is provided by Isaac Cox, a first-year piano performance graduate student from Adrian, Michigan. Additionally, the American flag is being raised by students from the Air Force ROTC. They are Air Force ROTC Cadet Second Lieutenant Nolan Byer, who is in our College of Engineering, Cadet Third Class Macy Wellens in our College of Nursing, Cadet Third Class Hannah Thompson from our College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free, and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is again my honor on behalf of the University of Toledo to welcome members of the graduating class, trustees, faculty, distinguished guests, parents, and friends to our ceremony this morning. To our graduates, congratulations. You have demonstrated such focus, resilience, and strength to overcome the challenges presented by the COVID-19 pandemic during this past year. Today, we celebrate you and your successful academic journey. Achieving this milestone isn't easy, even under normal circumstances. You have all persevered through unimaginable hardships, and I'm confident that you are now prepared to face anything. Your accomplishments, both individually and collectively, inspire hope in all of us. I want to thank the university's dedicated faculty, advisors, staff, and mentors whose work has supported the achievements that we celebrate today. It is our graduates who grow and thrive, but our faculty and staff who provide the tools for their growth. Their unwavering dedication to our students, their wisdom and real-world experience, their ongoing pursuit of innovative research and creative endeavors are all hallmarks of our faculty that are critical components in ensuring University of Toledo students to reach their full potential. For that reason, I'd like to ask the faculty and staff members who are with us here today to please stand now and be recognized. Our thanks to all of them. I would also like to ask that anyone in the audience today, family members, friends, and other guests who are University of Toledo alumni, to please stand and be recognized. We are so pleased that you have returned to your alma mater to join us for this celebration today. Thank you. With the addition to this morning's graduates, your numbers continue to grow worldwide. Thank you for being supportive members of our Rocket Nation. It is now my privilege to recognize several distinguished guests who have joined us to celebrate on this occasion. I would like to begin with those members of our Board of Trustees who are present. I will ask each of them to stand and be recognized as I call their name. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Alfred Baker, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Daniel Gutman. Mr. Patrick Kenny. Ms. Mary Ellen Pisanelli. Ms. Rebecca Dangler. Please join me in thanking our trustees. I would also like to recognize the provost, vice presidents, deans, and other key university leaders. In the interest of time, I will ask all of these to stand together to be recognized. Today, we are fortunate to have the opportunity to hear from an inspiring University of Toledo alumna who has made her mark on the tech industry with a focus on elevating underdog cities and promoting inclusivity. Irma Olgun Jr. is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Bitwise Industries in Fresno, California. She sat where all of you sit today in 2004 when she received her UToledo degree in computer science and engineering. As you will hear from her, it was not a clear path from growing up in a small town in California as the daughter of farm laborers to studying engineering here at the university to then becoming an entrepreneurial leader in the tech industry. But she was committed to using her skills to uplift her community. She has succeeded in leading a company that trains tech workers, develops software, and invests in technology as well as real estate in the Fresno, California area. Earlier this year, she announced that her company now will also invest in our Toledo community. Bitwise Industries plans to open a branch in the Jefferson Center building, which is Toledo's historic former post office, to provide paid apprenticeships to students from diverse and underserved communities to help them learn new tech skills. I hope that Irma's story will inspire you to think about how you can give back to your community. Let's hear from her.
Hello and welcome. My name's Irma L. Olgun Jr. I'm the co-founder and CEO of a company called Bitwise Industries, headquartered in Fresno, California. And I'm really excited to be sharing this day with you. I think the world would have you believe that this is the beginning of the rest of your life, but I disagree. I actually think that you get to choose your beginning every single day. I think the world would also have us believe that by now you should have your next several steps mapped out. And I disagree with that too. And here's why. I grew up in a really small town in a place called Carruthers, California, no bigger than 2,000 people, in a high school of 400 maximum, where everyone knew everyone, and you kind of could predict what we were all gonna be when we grew up. I come from a family of field laborers. They migrated to California following the work and the food, and grew up around these people, and that's what I saw as a result for the rest of my life, that this is the town I would stay in, that my opportunities were pretty well laid out in front of me, and the folks that I grew up with, their opportunities were pretty well mapped out as well. But by a number of really wonderful stories and accidents and serendipitous moments, I ended up coming to the University of Toledo and graduated from the College of Engineering with a computer science and computer engineering degree. I ended up at college accidentally. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience, but it was never part of my life plan. I never felt as though it was for me. So I've dedicated my life's work to making sure that other people feel the invitation to achieve their own agency. And whatever it is, whatever the motivation behind the thing is, that's what you've got to figure out. Today is about that. Today is about figuring out the type of human being you want to be and how you're going to show up in the world. And you've got time to do that. Every day is the beginning of the rest of your life. And you get to decide each morning how you're going to live that out. You might be wondering how somebody from the heart of California ends up in a place like Toledo, Ohio. Or at least that's one of the first questions I would ever get when I moved there. It's a really fun, serendipitous story of a bunch of accidents strung together where I ended up choosing a school and a college that looked similar to my home. Now, once I arrived, it wasn't anything like Fresno. I didn't hear a lot of Spanish spoken at the bus depot. I didn't see a lot of taco trucks on the sides of the roads. But what I did find in Toledo, very similar to Fresno, California, is a place and a people with heart and grit and pride and so much history that I really felt like I had found kindred spirits across the country. And I think in many ways we share this idea of being a secondary city right next door to a primary market can sometimes create in us this feeling of needing to get out. I need to go somewhere else to do my highest and best. There are many of you sitting here today experiencing this moment and thinking to yourself, man, I can't wait to get out of here. And that the highest and best version of your future is going to be lived out somewhere else. That's great. For some people, that is the truth. But for so many, we are the difference in our hometowns. And we can be the things that make those places most exciting. When we started Bitwise in 2013, my co-founder and I were met with a lot of disbelief. When you tell people that you're going to ignite the technology industry in a place like Fresno, they sort of squint at you and they say, but don't you know that the Bay Area is right over there? And it's true. But I think what a lot of people didn't get was why we wanted to do this, why we wanted to contribute to the communities around us, who we wanted to include in this movement. And so many of you, as you think about your next steps, you're going to be met with a similar version of disbelief, that the thing that maybe you want to do isn't as widely accepted as you would like it to feel. But why you're doing the things that you're doing, who you're going to become, that's really the point. That's really what today is about. Today and the next several days into the future, there are a lot of things you won't be able to decide for yourself. What job opportunities will become available to you, whether or not you know the right person at the right time. How many of those variables that are outside of your control, but there is something that's always going to be yours. And that's deciding who you want to be in this life and how you want to show up for the rest of the world and how you're going to contribute to the community around you. And so if you're one of the folks who are thinking that Toledo is home and this is where I'm going to live out my highest and best, I encourage you not to feel shame about that. I encourage you to ask yourself whether or not you can be the thing that makes somebody else excited to be there. For so many of us, that's the story. That's our highest and best. Our highest and best is about community and about giving back. Something that the University of Toledo, I believe, was really good at, was always having that in view. Everything that the college does is centered around how we're giving back, how we're showing up, and who we want to be. Today's about that. And the road to get from that field labor family to college graduate and then ultimately to co-founder and CEO was not a straight line. And I'm convinced that it may have been because I didn't have a grand plan, that I ended up in the spaces that I get to sit in today, leading the work that we get to lead today. And so that's one of the reasons that I adamantly disagree with the world that you have to have it all figured out by now. So those of you who are sitting out there, wondering, panicking maybe, not knowing what's next for you, not feeling like you have it all figured out, I'm here to tell you that that's not the point. What is the point is looking behind you and using this day as a celebration, yes, but looking behind you and asking yourself, how did I end up here? Really dissecting it for yourself and asking, what can I accomplish now that I've got that behind me? How can I contribute to the world? How can I give back to my community? How can I be a good person? Maybe most importantly, how can I help level up the people around me? The world would have us believe that today is about us, that today is our celebration, today is my graduation, and that's partially true. But today's also about your families and your communities and that 6th grade teacher who still remembers how you used to eat pencils. Today's also about them and the collective experience of getting to this moment. Today is about figuring out what kind of person you want to be. Not what kind of job, not what title, not what salary, not your retirement plan, but what kind of person are you going to be? Now you're here. This is a thing not everybody gets to accomplish. This is a thing where everybody's life experience may not lead them to this moment. So what are you going to do with that? How are you going to give back? What kind of person are you going to be? I'll be honest with you. I was not a great student. I was a determined student. I was going to take this opportunity and I was going to latch on to it until it ran away with me or I ran away with it. And I think so many of you that will resonate with you as you think about your own experience. Maybe you don't have that grand life plan, and maybe you aren't top of your class. Congratulations to those of you who are. But maybe you're just an average mind from an average place, doing somewhat average things, like some of us. Today's about that too. Today is about celebrating the moment, figuring out the sort of person you want to be. Those are the things that when we were starting Bitwise Industries 8 years ago, and we were excited about igniting the technology industry in a place like Fresno, California, we were met with a lot of disbelief. But we really wanted to give back to our communities and change the way that the technology industry functions, change the literal faces and the geographies of an industry that has left out so many people. And so when we began, we were met with that disbelief. Many of you in your next endeavor will be met with disbelief. It can be really easy to be discouraged by the reactions of the people around you. But you've got to keep in view your North Star. And for us, the North Star is how are we giving back? How are we contributing to the world around us? Who's being invited to the party? And can we be more deliberate about the folks that we're making that invitation to? There are lots of people to uplift, lots of communities to affect, and lots of dreams to make come true in your hometowns. What's next, in many ways, really is harder. When you look inside yourself and you figure out what kind of person you want to be. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to your family and friends. It's as much their day as it is yours. And good luck.
Thanks to Ms. Olguin for her inspirational speech and for sharing her insights with us. We are very fortunate to have her with us virtually today in honor of our graduates. Please give Ms. Olguin another round of applause to thank her. I now call upon Dean Heidi Apple of the Jessup Scott Honors College.
62 of our undergraduate candidates have completed the requirements for fulfillment of their baccalaureate study through our university's Jessup Scott Honors College. They are wearing medallions attached to gold ribbons to commemorate the rigorous honors curriculum at the University of Toledo. Degree candidates who have earned the honors medallion from the Jessup Scott Honors College, please rise to be recognized for your outstanding accomplishments. Please be seated. A number of our graduating candidates today are also wearing blue and gold twisted honors cords. These candidates are graduating baccalaureates with highest distinction, or summa cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 or higher for all college work. Will these candidates please stand? Please be seated. Candidates wearing blue cords are graduating baccalaureates with great distinction or magna cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.6 for all college work. Will these candidates please stand? Please be seated. Candidates wearing gold cords are graduating baccalaureates with distinction or cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.3 for all college work. Will these candidates please stand? Please be seated. Candidates wearing white cords are graduating associates with high scholarship. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.3 for all college work at the associate level. Will these candidates please stand? Please be seated. Please join me in applause to acknowledge the scholastic achievement of all of these students. At this time, we would also like to recognize the candidates who have completed the Army ROTC program and have been commissioned as officers and are graduating today. They are wearing black and gold cords. Would the new officers who are with us today please stand? Please be seated. On behalf of the University of Toledo community and the Student Veterans of America, University of Toledo chapter, it is my privilege and honor to recognize those graduates adorned with a red, white, and blue military cord. These courageous men and women have served or are currently serving in the United States Armed Forces. We thank you for your distinguished service and your sacrifices for our country. Please stand and be recognized. Please be seated.
We will now present our candidates for Educational Specialist, Master Degree, Graduate Certificate, and Undergraduate Degree candidates. There are 12 candidates for Educational Specialist, 703 candidates for Master Degrees, 45 candidates for Graduate Certificate. Candidates for undergraduate degrees include 1,964 for baccalaureate degrees and 52 for associate degrees. I now call upon Dean Michael Toole to present the candidates from the College of Engineering.
Will all candidates for master and baccalaureate degrees from the College of Engineering please rise? President Postal, as Dean of the College of Engineering, I am pleased to present the candidates for these degrees. Please join me in recognizing these candidates. Please be seated. I now call upon Dean Mark Merrick to present the candidates from the College of Health and Human Services.
Will all candidates for Education Specialist, Master Degree, Graduate Certificate, Baccalaureate, and Associate degrees from the College of Health and Human Services please rise? President Postal, as Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased to present the candidates for these degrees. Please join me in recognizing these candidates. Please be seated. I now call upon Dean Linda Lewandowski to present the candidates from the College of Nursing.
Will all candidates for master and baccalaureate degrees from the College of Nursing please rise? President Postal, as Dean of the College of Nursing, I'm pleased to present the candidates for these degrees. Please join me in recognizing these candidates. I now call upon Dean Barbara Cott-Miller, who will present candidates from University College.
Will all candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees from University College please rise? President Postal, as Dean of University College, I am pleased to present the candidates for these degrees. Please join me in recognizing these candidates. Please be seated.
Will all candidates for education specialist, graduate certificate, master's degrees, baccalaureate and associate degrees please rise? Everybody up. President Postal, these students have completed all their requirements for education specialist, master degree, graduate certificate, baccalaureate, and associate degrees.
Now, upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon all of these qualified candidates, including those in absentia, the degrees for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of those degrees and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. The educational specialist and master's degree graduates may now move their tassels from the back right of their mortarboards to the back left of their mortarboards. All baccalaureate and associate graduates may now move their tassels from the front right side of their mortarboards to the back right side of their mortarboards. The faculty and the Board of Trustees join me in extending congratulations to you and in noting the indivisible link between you and the University of Toledo. We are linked forever. Our good fortune is your good fortune. Your success fuels our tomorrows. Please join me in recognizing these graduates. Please be seated. Next, it is my honor to introduce Mr. Alfred Baker, who serves as chair of the University of Toledo Board of Trustees. He is also a UToledo alumnus and will provide some remarks this morning.
On behalf of the University of Toledo Board of Trustees, I would like to congratulate all the graduates today on your tremendous accomplishment of earning your college degree. I sincerely hope that you're as proud of your accomplishment and your degree as we all are. Your journey today, celebration, requires a lot of hard work and determination. We know your hours and your time and energy has been spent reading, studying for exams, writing papers, and participating in group projects. And for many of you, also taking advantage of amazing internships and research opportunities. And this class of 2021, and those who are joining us today from the class of 2020, have had the added challenge of coping with COVID-19. We recognize your strength and resilience. During your years here at the University of Toledo, we hope you had a little bit of fun along the way. Being active in more than the many 300 student organizations that we have here on campus, cheering on our Rocket football, basketball, and athletic teams, and making lifelong friendships and connections with mentors. As fellow graduates of the University of Toledo, you are the leaders of tomorrow. Now, perhaps more than ever, we need your innovative approaches to solving problems, your determination to make a positive impact on your community, and your collaborative spirit. As you move forward ready to tackle your next adventure, please know that all of us, members of the Board of Trustees, the administration, the faculty, the staff, alumni, fellow students, and your neighbors in the Toledo community, we are all cheering for you and wishing you the very best. Congratulations to you, the newest alumni of the University of Toledo. Thank you.
At this time, we invite the marshals to escort the graduates to receive congratulatory recognition. Graduates on my left, beginning with the College of Nursing, will come forward to the lower stage on my left, alternating with graduates on the right side, beginning with the University College, who will come forward to the lower stage on my right.
The College of Nursing.
Whitney Christine Guronsky. Tia Lenise Hopkins. Mackenzie Nicole Maltese. Cassandra June Kaiser. Teresa Mills. Sarah Bailey. Meg Westerheide. Allison Lee Smith.
Devin Smith.
Jesse Lee Mason Brown. Bethany Ann Largent. Sarah Matthews. Lisa R. Kaiser. Erin Nicole Griffin. Taylor Ray Derby. Heidi Lynn Herman. Gretchen P. Lentz. Natalia Anna Malashes. Chelsea Demmix. Krista Jo Fern Theory. Alyssa Caitlin Beard. Devin Aponte Gray. Andrea F. Getting. Stephanie Morgan. Dylan J. McNichol. Kendall Jean Marie Kulikowski. Stephanie Christine Broadwater. Jordan Barrington. Christina Michelle Ray. Alexa Morgan Fisher. Brooke Keeter. Kylie O'Brien. Sydney McCullough. Sarah Marie Simmons. Brianna Clover Ruiz. Peyton Alexis Sova. Brittany Rochelle Seafring. Erica Woodson. Kelsey M. Kucher. Wendy Christine Sherney. Amber Marie Alexandria Redmond. Tiffany Elizabeth Lockhart. Shelley Rose Verhoff. Cameron G. Lozier. Rebecca Ann Schwederman. Rebecca Elizabeth Huback. Juliet Noel Ansbury. Juliana K. Hergenrader. Rachel May Bishop. Riley Robert Bisbee. Brianne Zackel. Molly Jane Sack. Logan Hayes Albring. Andrew David Muir. Dominic Hedrick. Jacqueline Rose Burns. Amber Dawn Panic. Caitlin Ray Evenage. Christina Gonzalez. Kelsey Starr McCourt. Cassidy Bell Beeler. Jacqueline Vale Frosilla Bush. Caitlin Zemek. Taylor Snyder. Lydia Marie Westrick. Dana Christine Knuckles. Gabrielle Inez Rodriguez. Carissa Megan Bretternitz. Jessica L. Ayerson. Ashlyn Colgrove. Delaney Bolts. Abigail Rose Ford. Paige Alexandria Schunatz. Amelia Michelle Schwiefert. Kelsey Emily Prang. Cassidy Here. Sydney Gabriela Castillo. Sophia R. Weddle. Brandon Nicholas Koo. Marissa Christina Pizzino. Allison Lynn Sparing. Betsy Luke. Holly Renee Nation. Marissa Ann Maxillan. Alana Hannah Kagan. Lauren Victoria Quick. Nina Jean Jersevic. Leah Christine Gilbert. Haley Chrislyn Nartker. Janessa Renee Burke. Olivia Claire Sampson. Hannah Marie Jahani. Emily Grace Kaplinger. Abigail Jane Cooper. Ashley Amanda Mansfield. Chandler Michael Smith. Megan Clifton. Natalie J. Baxter. Haley Nicole Grothaus. Shahara Boykin. Mackenzie Kate Bell. Tyler Daniel McClintock. Reem Mufid Hajir. Andrea King. Samantha Ann Nolan. Madison Catherine Cecil. Ashley Lynn Manor.
William H. Petro.
Lillian Grace Hutchins. Kodai Keito. Kira Nicole Stocky. Mia Morphew. Cheyenne LaBelle. Jessica Nicole Fair. Emily Marie Provenzali. Jenna Rose Zimmerman. Haley Morgan Broski. Lacey Michelle Jordan. Jenna Renee Westerfeld. Stephanie Alexis Brown. Alyssa Nicole Thomas. Carson Renee Ashbaugh. Amber Nicole Parrish. Autumn Yost. Ethan Richard Goulet. Christopher Alexander Augustiniak.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Brandy Smith. Sorry about that.
Kaylee Alexa Clemens. Nicole Christine Slowinski. April Miranda. Mariah Alexis Taylor. Paige Elizabeth Euler. Allison Marie Hill. Kathleen Allison Bushart. Ahmad Smitty. Elena Nicole Hill.
University College.
Hannah Marie Taylor. Kenneth Corey Proby Jr. Randy Connor Duff. Philip Zupancic. Maltam Yashar. Xavius Jamal Turner. Ronnie Carl Blackman II. Stacy Dawn Bernard. Amanda Kate Springer. Brianna Nicole Mikas. Donovan Lewis Cox. Jalen Sarah Marie Grummel. Stephanie Grant.
Willie Ross
Linda
Jr.
Mae Rudder.
Willie Ross Jr.
Alize K. Brown. Joseph Molnar. Diana Roberts. Larry Ross Bowman. Tyler Michael Zavala. Nikaya Eve Nairi. Nava N. Ali. Autumn Joy Vasquez. Felicia Marie Kentley Presnell. Desiree Marie Smith. Denasia Lachey Trotter. Kristen Janelle Horton.
It's this guy.
Lacey Marie Ann Easy. Mariah Christine Miller. Jasmine Iman McCreary Hicks.
Kassad Tyree.
Lindsay Brooke King. Ashley Elise Jackson. Juan Martin Perez II. Sura Almoyed. David Andrew Cease. Alexandra Caitlin Vess. Samantha Caroline Rowe. Bradley Lewis Belisle. DeMarshawn Antonio Mitchell. Crystal Marie Brown. Brianna Alexis Wallace. Taylor O'Toole. Derek Kelly Shikwana. Alexandra Denise McCarroll Jordan. Brittany Anne-Marie Goblish. Emma Schultz Kynath. Candace Jackson Walker.
Iman Alili. Ali Alahali.
Tajeri Wilson. Nia Gabrielle Thomas. Chelsea Lynn Dawson. Monica Cherie Ricks. Liara Cherise Camp. Rhea Ahmed Almoyed. Jerry Yvette Peters. Christine Louise Johnson. Ralph D. Warren. Amanda Ray Chupik. Dana Camille Henderson. Sarah Elizabeth Teniente. Jonathan M. Armstrong.
the College of Engineering.
Adel Meshal S. Alanazi. Arun Prakash Ratanavelu Shanmuga. Arun Chandra Babu. Bismarck Bosompen Oware. Clement Kekesi. Changyuan Wen. Sumaya Abdullahi. Nicholas Allen Churchill. Maharshi Patel. Oluwatito Peter Salami. Cameron Jamar Glover. Brandon R. Tata. Brandon Ruplo. Paige Lynn Arman. Nicholas James Leeper. Anania Das. Ankita Subhash Patil. Ayesh Olayan Al-Rashdi. Mohammed Ahmed Alabad. Srijit Ashok Kumar.
Mashua Akhtar.
Shafkat Ahmed. Mohammed Nasirul Haq. MD Farhadul Islam. Rishikesh Shah. Heidi Godum. Bright Gate. Ifeolua Priscilla Babalola. Asif Hyder. Jonathan David Koenig. Frederick Tyler Shippey. Hussein Al-Hassawi. Hussein Ojean. Mujtaba Abdumenem Al-Marhoun. Ethan Moore. Andrew Robert Gercheski. Chan Babu Haryani. Ahmed Chetanash. Tawfiq Sami Abu Dahesh.
Karim McCaskey.
Nathan A. McFarland. Caden Cameron Crookshank. Dylan J. Grosjean. Garrett John Poiré. Lee Edward Odegaard. Amelia S. Jaxie. Zachary Hammersmith, Jared Jacob Horwedel, Connor Ruiz Bringman, Joaquin Mateo Ruiz, Noah Jacob Stevens, Randy James Belmaris Jr., Kieran Matthew Adelman Wilson, Dylan M. Chambers, Dale Jacob Davis, Robert Ballard, Madeline Winters, Harini Pasupaleti, Nicholas C. Reed, Hunter M. Wilson,
Mamadou Khaled,
Yu Hang Zo, Yao Kun Fang, Justin Kronitsky, Blake Elijah Lefevre Jackson, Joshua William Stanley, Erica Rachel Fatika, Valentina Vijota Urrutia, and Barbara Stefan, Jasmine Marie Gagne, Benjamin Hannigan, Zachary Luke Wells, Nathan Aarons, Zachary Dale Putman, Jared Andrew Downs, Tristan Andrews, Maurice Legario Mackey Jr., Casey Robert Rambo, Clayton Paul Phillips, Brendan Ross Ward, Matthew Bruce Wyman, Samantha Sergo, Daniel Brooks, Blake Edward Bolton,
Dalton Michael Cook,
Asil Ayman Hanawi, Hamid Abdurrauf Awari, Abdulaziz Al-Kishmir, Kansavan Villay, Austin Todd Carter, Joseph Walter Witt, Cody Coon, Jordan Edward Hertel, Chad Robert Mize, Rami Gaudry, Dylan Robert Tippy Bender, Michael Thomas Borer. Carlton Spitz. Carl Herman Breimeyer. Sean Thomas Palmer. Olivia Jean Dorr. Abigail Knight Combs. Stacy Renee Nuveman. Sophia Bianchi. Nadia Alicia Gutierrez. Andrew D. Truitt. Juliet Leah Ullman. Tate Heller. Mohammed Saad Alajani. Taha Sohail. Jared Allen Hanna. Tristan Z. Ankenbrand. Matthew Scott Harrison. Christopher Michael Bragg. Charles Victor Baumgartner III. Ala Mohammed Al-Khalaf. Austin Jeffrey Ellinger. Ali Saleh. Garrett David Hutchins. Kevin Francis Tyler Conrad. John Bradley Sims. Kyle Philip Sherman. Tawin Suksataporn. Justin George Bobinski. Nathan Pollock. Samit Raj. Jared Paul Mahalik. Joseph Christian Bowser. Arwa Udensi. Ishan Pankaj Nere. Matt Keefe. Cody Robert Malzoff. Sakina Marie Davis. Mohammed Alunimi. Mutaz Saleh Alamri. Nasser Musa Al-Khamis. Ali Al-Kubaish. Mohammed Khaled Al-Rashidi. Adil Rashid Al-Rashdi. Abdul Rahman Al-Utaibi. Jared Elliott Mackey. Joseph Wesley Davis. Nicholas Anthony Albany. Ian Matthew Churchill. Haley Nicole Zimba. Lauren Rebecca Pikus. Dua Abdul Wahed M. Al-Faraj. Zara Mohammed Al-Zahir. Allison Marie Sugden. Jamie Elizabeth Seifer. Devin Michael Daniels. Emma K. Sampson. Diamond Michelle Sanaya Hill. Nicole Marie Gessick. Hugh Dwayne Andrain Thompson. Aiden Roberts. Justin Wesley Dirth. Elizabeth Fitzpatrick Makeley. Samantha Lee Bowman. Joshua David Willens. Enoch Visaya Darabo. Connor Boyle. Jessica Elizabeth Wilson. Taylor Rose Sawicki. Devin Cole Reinhardt. Brendan Paul Post. Pawan Kafle. Dustin J. Matisse. Brad Owen Boyer. Benjamin T. Sustersik. Kaylin Dietzel Walansky. Joseph Kilgore. Vincent Marshall. Ambika Sood. Denver Axelson. Gabriella Nicole Carrio. Lucas Haberkamp. Nawaf Abdullah S. Aldosari. Asim Omar A. Al-Hamedi. Nikki Maria Hawkinson. Daniel Patrick Rickenbaugh. Kylie K. Pirro. Nicole Grace White. Brian Hoon.
Stacy Lynn Strobel.
Ashley Grace Gerwin. Taylor Lynn Carpenter. Brandon Lewis Bauer. Shinadu Anthony Onochie. Logan Riley Vale. Matthew Scott Goodland. Alex Jordan Faley. Kaylee Nicole Savinsky. Haley Elizabeth Hoot. Anna Frederick Spinelli. David A. Shelton. Magdi Abuzaid. Matthew Andrew Stremmel. Fawad Zia Khan. Khalil Ibrahim Akal. Zachary Christian Kilgore. Skyla J. Williams. Carly Noel Poliski. Crystal Chu Nelson. Maggie Sheh. Jeffrey Scott Faulk Jr. Orlando Joshua Haynes. Joseph Franks. Brooks Michael Gasser. Matthew Sean McFadden. Jack Arthur Romstadt II. Niraj Krishnan Gupta. Akila Kandaka. Eric Michael Moline. Rupesh Venkatanaga Bodapati. Jeremy John Matthews. Donald Wayne Knowles. Leslie Christina Skelton.
Ella Caroline McClure.
Patrick Edward Sexton. Michael Miller. Khalid Rushdie Kalaf. Sohaila Alidad. Barrett Jordan Settle. Ahmed Nada. James Richard Champion. Jared Michael Kaiser. Tyler Cole Bolick. Dominic Thomas Itu. Nicholas Adams. Alec Orion Thompson. Deshaun Bergen. Zachary Robert Lanyo. Bailey Edwards Crosby. Sean Cordero. Manali Sunil Manerikar. Leslie M. Dirksen. Shoaib M.D. Knife. Riley Ann Goodall. Trenton Christopher Marble. Spencer Daniel Cadle. Sean Adkins. Charles Jeffrey Lotz. Maryam Javed. Andrew Patrick Fox. Trenton Lee Monin. Victor Isa Lama. Matthew David Civi. Eulogio Lopez. Carlos Andres Gallo. Nathan Thomas Weithman. Christine Anne-Marie George. Trevor Allen Hickle. Alexandria Eva Louise Sinisvet. Michael Lee. Justin Michael York. Daniel James Alou. Andrew Philip Morris. Justin Michael Kirky. Mark Joseph Seafring. Madison E. Wintrick. Megan Gale Williams. Aditya Kulkarni. Yash Sanjay Wallankar. Hanan Bar Hashi Ali. Cole B. Thomas. Gaith Mohammed Ansari. Ahmed Mustafa H. Al-Khamis. Ahmed Mohammed Al-Yusuf. Ahmed Madan A. Al-Kabaz. Jose Francisco Castillo. Miles Aaron Coleman. Justin Kang Jung Chiang. Yaunis Hisham Al-Gawla. Nijan Ranjit. Sujan Karel. Kyle Francis Hilbert. Emily Elaine Hilbert. Jenna Lynn Lewandowski. Ikshita S. Gupta. Gabrielle Marie Blevins. Maran Salem Aldosari. Brooklyn Mariah Cosper.
The College of Health and Human Services.
Alyssa L. Wiseman. Kaylee Linda Bullington. Taylor Elise McIntyre. Hannah M. Daniels. Megan Elizabeth Welker. Sydney Osentoski. Emily Ann Washington. Madeline Joelle Eisenhower. Lauren Wilson. Ashley Elizabeth Ziegler. Holly Rowland. Zaido Enchewat. Shail Helena Decuna. Polixeni Mendrinos. Taryn Renee Wicker. Fallon Marie Ryan. Kaylee A. Lesline. Rachel Jane Yelich. Alexandria Lynn Sneed. Purnima Iyer. Rachel Catherine Kepley. Kaylee Shania Snow. Elizabeth Bennett. Sierra Nicole Thatcher. Savannah Roxanne Aranda. Dakota Ann McCourt. Madison Grace Turner. Caitlin Marie Eubing. Miranda Ann Manjo. Erin Sue Barnhouse. Megan Marie Lemon. Alexa Carlson. Faith Ellis. Lauren Kimberly Garrett. Allison Fisher. Kara Lee Gillespie. Tara Elizabeth Cowell. Kayla Ray Phillips. Hussein Ali Shuaib. Maura Ann Blake. Emma Faye Vanderstoop. Lauren Justine Hall. Kathleen Michelle McCarthy. Michaela Renee Bell. Alyssa Marie Langendorfer. Madison Howe. Maureen Aaron Money. Jory A. Wilson. Jacob McClellan.
Olu Deme Lade Odo Wase.
Brianne M. Weber. Samantha J. Fernholz.
Samantha Duncan.
Mary Margaret Richards. Zuleha I. Rashid. Hannah Rose Walker. Michaela Marie Simon. Ben Adams. Mackenzie Dolores Andrioli. Dylan Ray Hoskins. Foti Evangelista. Benjamin Lefevre. Vijay Monique Durden. Joel Anthony Todd Starner. Aaron Irene Houston. Hope Elizabeth Clark. Sarah Bolenberg. Kyle Andrew Sikowski. Morgan Ann Casey. Olivia J. Ohm. Hannah Elizabeth Pike. Travin Wade Towns. Sean M. Bunker. Abigail Cronin. Deja Dominica Banks. Shan Howard. Jessica Flores. Marissa Jean Jackson. Willa Jalal Kanan. Tia L. Thomas. Kayla Pelham. Olivia Krieger. Hannah Bernice Perk. Alexandria Marie Kowal. Mackenzie Marie Metzger. Miranda Noel Potts. Caitlin Marie Integer. Jacob T. Mortensen. George Roland Pendleton III. Charles Lewis Vogel IV. Adam Swisher. Logan Lee Rupp. Taylin Ariane Sabina Fleck. Courtney Elizabeth Stokowski. Sydney Pagan Smith. Alexander Ryan Carter. Kimberly H. Walls. Remington Elizabeth Ryder. Jasha Storm Holmes. Hannah Louise McGinley.
Casey Ray Lush.
Lindsay B. Payne. Megan Japanowski. Eliana Iva Schaefer. Sahar Zafar Sheikh. Kayla Marie Brock. Emma May Beal. Charlotte Ann Parrish Skyver. Afaf Dumani. Cynthia Rajan. Troy A. Dyer. Kurt Christopher Landis. Amy Elizabeth Rowe. Sierra Renee Cleary. Lydia Jane Elick. Kendra Terrell Gaines. Liana Riggs. Hiba Abu Haltam. Danielle Forbes. Demila Manandar. Unity L. Johnson. Taylor Nicole Pratt. Jessica Torres. Sophie Bonka Asa. Leo Westerhold. Bryce Harris. Julie Ann Meyer. Kayla Kimberly Von Dielen. Gabrielle Arsasano. Katie Irene Molina. Caitlin Grace Wilson. Alexis Nicole Lang. Kayla Melton. Julia Grace Vogelsang. Jenna Nicole Guerrero. Ashley Klug. Leah M. Williams. Sharonda Elnora Davis. Kanana Abu Rayyan. Ahmad Basil Ateye Brahmahi. Mohammed T. Awad.
Ali Asad Hasni. Casey Edward Brown. Bailey C. Kurtz.
Mendon Grace Thomas. Hani Saleh M. Alkamis. Tamia Dixon. Casey Wise. Anna Grace Kirby. Emma Mae Lawson. Chelsea Kramer. Madison B. Pant. Kaylee Fields. Morgan Sierra Halls. Kirsten M. Peterson. Samantha J. Beaton. Caitlin May Klemzak. Taylor Momini. Savannah Grace Short. Gina Michelle Eberly. Amy Kwok Ung. Morgan Lee Gervin. Raja Mahala Ham. Christina K. Williams. Emma Elizabeth Schlagader. Emma Kathleen Hansen. Brittany Caitlin Huey. Jessica May Eicher. Julia Grace Montgomery. Gabrielle Nicole Hargett. Jacqueline Lee Voitko. Sarah Marie Mowry. Erin Rose O'Connor. Amy Elizabeth Losey. Michael David Browder. Reagan Elaine Simon. Diana Chiem. Danielle Renee Williams. Sophia M. Nicolau. Mackenzie Elizabeth Ryder. Carter Lee Connect. Kaylee Mae Hall. Quinn Lacey Hatfield King. Shristi Prasad Srivastava. Morgan Ashley Dembowski. Emily Soot Yan Lam. Amanda Marie Nagy. Logan Allen Avalos. Nicholas James Smith. Diego Jalen Perez Coates. Alyssa Lynn Veliquet. Warren A. Mills. Ethan Henry Adams. Danny Williamson.
Delvon Howard.
Megan Renee Smith. Lexington Grace Kaiser. Emily Alexis Jordan. Shelby Lee Phillips. Jacob Lee Nelson. Andrew Finrock. Nicholas Paul Miller. Jenna Lynn Don Sudlow.
Gretchen Marie Schott.
Anna Lee Mazer. Celeste Jewel Lopez. Hannah J. Lozier. Brooke Marie Brogan. Jacob Curtis. Olivia Renee Weddle. Angie Marina Kamel. Devin Paul Nelson. Megan Gail Shaneline. Amelia Rose Poorman. Rebecca Grace Swartz. Rebecca Lohman. Bruce Winston Bingham. Catherine Maureen Burke. Jonathan Frank Hayes. Lucas R. Grabowski. Samantha Ulbrich. Miriam Beth Federman. Isabel Marie Gomez Cavell. Adrian Therese Heckman. Megan Stevenson. Cameron Austin Hughes. Tamara Armenia Bell Bay. Zachary Michael Boziger. Halen Marie Mielair. Parker Dean Rembus. Gabriel Alexander Overton. Brendan Scott Eisenhower. Ahmed M. Al-Shayouf. Moaz Alvi. Rayan Musin. Ibrahim A. Alaga. Dalia El Mays. Mariah Michelle Hutchins. Karen Yankoma Baryaruha. Leah Marie Bias. Arnaja Malane Scott. Amanda Cecilia Petrasic. Michaela Marie Simpson.
Jessica Nicole Borillo.
Rachel Marion Kalupnik. Alexandra Nicole Zidane. Aaliyah Juanita Lofties. Deja Kiana Fields. Matthew James McFarling. Donovan Claggett. Alexandra Magdalene Yazinchak.
Casey Nicole Williams.
Carissa Brooke Pollock.
Emily Ann Cohen.
Nina Sadie Rodriguez. Alyssa Marie Ursig. Samantha Sue Kidder. Nicole Virginia Hess. Saida R. Walker. Kiara Denise Bird. Tessa Grooms. Emma Elizabeth Brock. Rowan James Karasek. Megan Colleen Menmuir. Eric P. Walters. Natalie Ann Carey. Taylor Lynn Cooper. Jasmine Bailey. Ariana Rowan. Megan Yoli Roush.
Sarah Ann Fisher.
Abigail James Poole. Leah E. Sheffer. Darian K. Watson. Macklin C. Robinson.
Colleen Washington.
Janice Lachey Jackson. Martina Latrice Fitch.
Josiah Wells.
Brianne Lene Russell. Tiara Nicole Smith. Michaela Sinkovich. Kara Ann Ray. Catherine Marie Brown. Kaylee Nicole Menkoff. Catherine Elizabeth Rowe. Emily Louise Pennington. Dejanay Colbert. Eduardo Salas de Souza.
Samuel James Foster.
Emily Marie Graves. Summer Ray Belcher. Carrie Elizabeth Lone. Chantel Elizabeth Parrish. Gwendolyn P. Wheeler. Caitlin Therese Childers. Anna Marie Venice. Kayla Marie Kowalski. Madison Marie Makowitz. Jessica Lynn Drenning. Monet Annette Karsterfen. Kaylee Lynn Frontine. Josie Ann Robinson. Paulasia Monet Bradley. Whitney Morgan Hatfield.
Bailey S. Ray.
Jesse R. Richter. Lamise Rukia. Michelle Ann Hartzog. Madeline Marie Kinney. Isabel Grace Navarrete. Madeline A. Emery. Claudia Michelle Lee Etkin. Jacob Bick. Sophia Alexia McDaniel. Alexis Leilani Pahulu. Nina E. Zarek.
Laura Elizabeth Shake.
Carissa Lynn Heim. Jacob Tyler Metzger. Dylan Hansen Horder. Star Anita Bibbs. Trishana Garraway. Dulani Ade Black. Tamia Rosny Asbury. Taylor Green. Angelina Francesca Gooseby.
Amaya Strong.
Marcus Manuel Gonzalez. Skylar Camille Slazewski. Matthew Williamson. Devontae Jalen Elledge. Alshay Janice Bracey. Morgan Claire Techmeyer. Zachary Michael Vitas. Aaron Snyder. Emily Grace Duffy. Austin Jack Sharp. Xiao Lu. Scott Reed. Carter J. Crum. Derek Michael Swanson. Raina Steinman.
Alicia Marie Smith.
Jeffrey Arthur Milam III. Eric Andrew Kutchenreiter. Hannah J. Wright. Caitlin Marie Pete. Marie L. Jackson. Shireen Allen Allen. Fatima Al-Mualim. Summer Alicia Stearns.
Abigail Zadrewski.
Angela K. Hanna. Emily Page Turner. Reina Vega. Rawia Alagbi. Ashley Grace Loria. Julia Holder. Amber Slaughter. Sharon Louise Cancilla. Kaylin J. Flowers. Daniel Alexander Calandra. Dakota John Nagy. Maurice Anthony Lett. Eric Morris Barksdale Jr.
Al Mohammed Jimenez.
Nina Marie Russo. Ada Shwejati. Nellie Jackson. Anatu Hope Saka. Mohammed Jamal Hussein. Kaylee Marie Jufre. Tasha L. McGinnis. Hannah Khalil. Jessica M. Zyderchik.
Aluki David Calder.
Joey Lee Rowe. Tori Lynn Garlick. Laura Salah Sakhmarani. Arij Abbas. Marwa Ali Al-Hanabi. Fatima Abdrabal Rasul Al-Muhammid. Akila Ali Binata. Zara Taser Al-Haik. Alyssa K. Morgan. Joshua David Shoemaker. Alexander Douglas Morgan. Drew Michael Tipple. Hassan Nabil A. Al-Zahir. Milad Saber Mawad Mikhail. Sadie Felicia Sims. Aaron Edward Conley. Daviana Miracle Monet Estes. Akia Kyer Lancaster.
Cortelia Abayate.
Shadora Delane Lockard. Drew John Nitschke. Maya Dezon Nicole Betts. Amanda Marie Hirsch. Olivia Catherine Bias. Mary R. McDonald. Dina Maria Tassi. Julia Nicole Millirons. Jessica Beth Ann Martin. Joseph Vincent Setta. Michael Brian Rice. Jeremy Charles Orm. Chandler Lewis. Mason Liam Gonzalez. Braden Mitchell Womack. Fatima Khalid Al-Saleh. Megan Lynn Peterson. Heidi Lynn Fritsch. Caitlin Marie Britton. Lindsay Ann Schweller. Nicole Marie Williams. Carly Jane Elker. Jessica Elaine Elker. Haley Marie Coppas. Alicia Renee Del Valle. Kateri Elizabeth Steinecker. Kalisha Marie Foster. Jacqueline Ann Kraft. Catherine Eleanor Rausch. Delaney Ryan Harris. Kelly Jane Cole. Chloe Ann Kramer. Adrian Marie Melling. Cassidy Boyer. Catherine Jean Wallace. Cameron Joe Brumfield. Claire C. Morgan. Erin Margaret Burton. Molly Louise Vogel. Tiffany Heminger. Maya Alrinda Marie Hudson. Christina Marie Sweeney. Monet Nicole Jennings. Jalen Irene Stanley. Ahmed M. Elzanati.
I would now like to invite Ms. Nancy Miller, President of our University of Toledo Alumni Association, to welcome members of our graduating class to the distinguished ranks of our alumni body.
President Postal, trustees, honored distinguished guests, faculty, staff members, family, friends, and of course our graduates. For 100 years, the Alumni Association has been engaging our fellow alumni across the country and abroad, helping to strengthen affinity and the connection with our alma mater and with each other. As we celebrate our centennial anniversary this year, I am honored to be here and represent over 165,000 alumni, including 21 college and special interest affiliates and 27 alumni chapters worldwide. On behalf of the University of Toledo Alumni Association, I would like to add our congratulations and the warmest of wishes to every graduate here today, and welcome you into our very proud and global alumni family. Alumni membership offers many benefits as your relationship with UToledo takes on a new beginning. To help you remain engaged and connected to UToledo and other alums, we are providing you with a complimentary membership to the UToledo Alumni Association for the next 5 years. We hope you will have opportunities to connect with an alumni chapter near you, to return to campus for homecomings and other campus events. You may also connect virtually and share career updates and experiences or memories of UToledo online or via social media. Engaging in the Alumni Association can enrich your life with connections for many years to come. There are UToledo alumni located throughout the world, and your Alumni Association can help you find them. We look forward to providing you with opportunities that will strengthen your relationship with the University of Toledo and our ever-growing alumni community. Your membership in UToledo Alumni Association begins now. Welcome, and have a wonderful day.
Congratulations, graduates. Today, you join more than 165,000 women and men worldwide who are proud alumni of the University of Toledo. They are making a difference in communities across the United States and abroad as artists, business professionals, teachers, engineers, physicians, pharmacists, attorneys, musicians, nurses, environmentalists, astronomers, and scientists. As you start this next chapter of your life, I urge you to use what you have learned at the University of Toledo to benefit your communities. And I ask each of you to show your rocket pride wherever you go. Display a University of Toledo flag at your home. If you are an Ohio resident, put a University of Toledo specialty license plate on your vehicle. Wear midnight blue and gold on game days, rooting for our Rockets. You will always be an important part of our Rocket Nation. At this time, I would like to take a short moment to recognize all of the special people in your support systems, whether they are your parents and friends, a spouse or partner, children, siblings, or grandparents. Over the past few years, they have no doubt served as your own personal fan club. To all of the individuals who have supported you, I want to say thank you. Thank you for reaching out to your graduate to offer advice, to cheer them on when times were the most difficult, for listening when they needed encouragement, for boosting their confidence when they doubted themselves, and for laughing with them to lighten their spirits. Graduates, please join me now in giving a hearty round of applause to thank those family members, friends, and loved ones. Additionally, I want to thank the many University of Toledo staff members who have worked so hard to plan this in-person commencement today. Let's give a round of applause for everyone who helped make this possible. And now, finally, the moment our graduates have waited so long for, have worked so hard to achieve, and what all of today's pageantry has been leading up to. To properly recognize the achievements of each and every one of our University of Toledo graduates, I'm going to ask our audience to join me now in giving one final, really loud, over-the-top, foot-stomping ovation. Let's hear it. Congratulations, graduates. Fantastic, thank you. As we conclude today's ceremony, we ask all graduates and alumni to rise for the singing of the alma mater led by Samuel Spencer with piano accompaniment provided by Isaac Cox. Those in academic regalia, please remain standing for the recessional. All others are asked to take their seats after the alma mater and to please refrain seated until the graduates have exited.
Toledo's voices now raising to alma mater, golden and blue. Fair Toledo,